So today is May 23rd, and I believe 7 days ago I did a video of everything. As you see, this little plant pile here is getting smaller and smaller each week. We did give a bunch of tomatoes away, but we did also get a few more things from the nursery. So we have the cat grass here going out of control. Peppers in the tray are getting pretty big. We did, because I didn't know if the habaneros, if you can see right here, they're very small. I didn't know if they were gonna have enough time this year to produce anything. So we got a pack of habaneros from the nursery. These are just red habaneros. Put 2 of those in the garden, 1 in a pot and 1 in the ground. We have the moonflower over here, calendula, butterfly weed never came up. Oh, yes it did. Well, there's a butterfly weed seedling. If I can get the seed casing off the top of it without breaking the seed. Okay, awesome. No rosemary, which is fine. I have a plant. I need to get my cypress vine in the ground for the hummingbirds, because the hummingbirds have been coming every day in the evenings. We have, I don't believe this is a ground cherry, even though it's in the ground cherry row. This is definitely part of the cypress vine. I believe this is a cucamelon. I think one of the seeds blew over into that row when I was planting it. But yeah, the moonflowers here. I need to get those guys in the ground. They are getting a little bit toasted in the direct sunlight. So we have some Kajari melons here. And these guys this year took forever to germinate. I'm like, I can't even remember. Whenever I planted everything in that last video, plant some flowers and herbs with me, that video is when I planted these guys, and yeah, they've just now come up within the past few days. We have the orange hat tomato, cucamelon, which I believe is in the other tray, no bottle gourds, which is fine, spaghetti squash. Every year only a couple of those seeds germinate. Couple zucchinis germinated, they're already in the ground. And I have my herbs here that I still need to put out there. My salmon, Alaskan salmon, nasturtiums still have not came up. Got those seeds from Baker Creek. I'm kind of starting to notice what a lot of people say about Baker Creek seeds, that a lot of them just struggle to germinate. For 3 years now, I've been getting Baker Creek seeds, and I might just have to explore other avenues of seed websites. But we still have a ton of tomatoes here. We got some basil right there. Some more morning glories I need to put back into the ground, because my friend, I don't believe, is going to grow them this year like he used to. Echinacea. These zinnias. My little zinnia experiment. Look how big these guys are getting. I have to put these guys in the ground soon. I can't wait to see. These are the candy cane mix. I can't wait to see these guys when they bloom. So we are approaching June. It's May 23rd, and the aphids are very well and eating my plants. I don't know if you can see. Cover up. If you can see any of these little brown insects right there, they're soft-bodied aphids. No, my camera sucks. But they are, yeah, some of my tomato plants are just covered in aphids. And I do see a little bit of damage being done to the leaves, and this thing will not focus. So if you can see these tomatoes, if you notice the tops, they're just really sparse. Like, look at the top of that tomato. That's what aphids do to my plants when they just like, they literally just like suck the life out of the plant. You can see all of those little brown bugs. They're just sucking all over the stems. I just sprayed them with cold pressed neem oil. I'm hoping that will solve the problem. But if not, I'll have to sprinkle some DE, diatomaceous earth or something on them. These are just leftover tomatoes, but I still want to keep them alive in case I need them, in case something eats my plants in the gardens. So these tomatoes back here are also having the same problem, big time. Probably even worse. Just look how shriveled up these guys are from the aphids. The Sugar Rush peach pepper is doing really good. Has a bunch of blooms on it. I was debating whether to pull the blooms off and make the plant focus more of its energy on getting bigger, but we have 4 of those plants, so I'm not going to touch this one at all and see how it does. Yeah, echinacea is doing good. We bought some celosia. Celosia, or coxcomb, is my husband's favorite flower. Every time we go to a nursery or the store and he sees these guys, he's just mesmerized by them. So we get them every year for him. I love them too. I put, we got a pack of 12, I believe. So I put 3 in each pot. 2 yellow, 1 orange. And we have our basil plant there, our purple basil. The little curry herb is doing great. Patchouli is getting huge. I really do think that this plant, because this is the second year that I've grown it and taken care of it. When I got this, it looked like crap from the nursery. It was all orange and had like, it was all like this. I don't know if you can see that. Like crunchy, orange, yellow. I don't believe that this plant likes full sun as it says. I think it says on the thing here. Yeah. Plant in sun or partial sun. Yeah, definitely partial sun. It does this thing really good. The one that I have in the garden is planted in full sun and it just looks like absolute crap. So they're definitely shade plants. Partial sun. So we have the coleus back there. I have all these shoved underneath here because I thought we were going to get a really big thunderstorm and we didn't. I have some ground cherries that I'm trying to germinate in there because the other ones that I had in the tray never came up. So these are the ground cherry seeds that I saved myself last year. Hopefully they germinate. They were very ripe when I harvested the seeds from them. We have the 2 impatiens. And then we got this guy at the nursery yesterday. What is this? So we wanted a citronella plant just to keep on the table here to help maybe with repelling mosquitoes and stuff from the lemon scent. So this is a Citriadorum scented geranium. Yeah, it smells just like citronella scented geranium. It's a really cool plant. Smells absolutely delicious. It smells like lemon verbena if you've ever smelled like a lotion or any type of limoncello sprays. Yeah, I love that so much. And then we also got, I'll do a little garden update. We got a few more plants from the nursery. I'll show you. The morning glories are doing good in the pots. Still have this little guy here. Have no clue what it is. Some chamomile that I need to get planted. Have no clue what that is. A bunch of morning glory seedlings that I need to pull up. And here, rest in peace to my zinnia plant that I put out there. The bugs tore that up, but I have another one over here. And plus I have that whole tray full of zinnias. Look at all these morning glory seedlings. I'm telling you guys, if you plant morning glories, you're gonna have them until you're until you're gone. They're gonna come back every year. I think this looks like a marigold to me, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. I was just letting it grow to see what happens. Here's another zinnia plant that the bugs have just absolutely destroyed. Thank goodness I planted that tray. More morning glory seedlings. More zinnias that the bugs have destroyed, and some volunteer sunflowers back there from the bird seed. Here's some more morning glories. These guys got cooked yesterday in the sun. But yeah, to the garden. So I believe it will now today be 7 days ago that I did a garden video. And in just 7 days, look at the difference in size of these tomatoes. Look how big. This is the Black Crim. This is the Black Beauty. We have Ananas Noir, Paul Robeson, German Pink. But these guys are just getting huge. I had to come out yesterday and trim the bottom leaves and the sucker stems off of these. I'm trying to grow each tomato plant in my garden to be a single stem so that we can get bigger fruits and just have better airflow through the plants so they don't get diseased. Still have the Tabasco here. I might leave it there, see how it does. Still have the 3 purple beauty bell pepper plants, a ghost pepper, cayenne. This is one of the red habaneros that we got from the nursery. We have, instead of putting cherry tomatoes here, I put 2 spaghetti squash plants there, and I'm going to use this trellis. If you guys have an Aldi's, like, grocery store, I think it's like a German type. They sell a lot of German stuff in there. I got these trellises from there last year, I believe, and I'm pretty sure they were like $10 a piece. I mean, these are pretty pricey if you go to Lowe's or like some type of home improvement store or whatever, but these guys were really cheap at Aldi's. They have a whole entire aisle that's like nothing but garden stuff, so definitely check that out if you want to find some cheap stuff for your garden. This is one of the tomatoes that we got from the nursery yesterday, a striped German. So I had an extra one left in the pack, stuck that guy there. We have a zucchini, another zucchini, and more celosia from the pack. I have the Sugar Rush Peach, Poblano. This Brandywine's looking pretty good. It's a little light green. I might give this some fish emulsion, fish fertilizer, fish fertilizer. The stuff in the jug. You can get it at Walmart. The sugar baby watermelons are going crazy. I overplanted them because we have such a pest problem, and I was so afraid that the bugs were just going to eat my seedlings and I wouldn't have any left, so I'll thin these guys out. Look at all of these Kajari melons. So I saved seeds last year from one of our Kajari melons, and I put some in the tray. I planted some. You could see up there like 2 came up. Those seeds that I planted in the tray were from the seed pack from Baker Creek, but these seeds that I planted are from the Kajari melon that I grew last year and saved the seeds from. I still have a giant bag of Kajari melon seeds, and I'm glad to see that they all germinated. I didn't think they would. That's why I put so many, and plus the pest pressure. I wanted to have some backup, so I'll thin these guys out. But yeah, I am can't believe I cannot believe all of these germinated. Now I have like 100 Kajari melon plants. Same on this side. All of these little seedlings that you see here, these are all Kajari melons. I'm gonna keep 2 plants, so I'll probably have like 2 or 3. I think I did 3 last year. 2 plants right there, maybe 3. 2 plants right there, Kajari melon on each side. And then here's some more sugar babies. I'll keep probably 2 of those plants on that side. 2 of those plants on that side, and then let it grow up on this trellis and meet at the top. So this guy, I'm so excited to say that I have a milkweed plant. I did not grow this from seed. This was something else that we picked up from the nursery. But I have been wanting one of these so bad, and every time I grow seeds, I just have trouble with germination, and I always forget to plant the seeds, and then by the time that the plant is a little bit tall, then it just gets too cold and it never comes back. So this plant, it was $7.99 at a local nursery in Maryland, and I'm so excited to have this. I do have it in a really steep pot here because it does get like a 6-inch taproot from what I understand. But yeah, I'm hoping that we will be contributing to raising the monarch butterfly population. That would be awesome. So we have Ananas Noir here. One thing that I wanted to show, and then the Sugar Rush Peach, if I didn't say that. One thing that freaked me out the past couple of days was that I noticed these little tiny spots. This camera is the worst to focus. These little tiny spots all over my plant leaves. And I was really concerned that it was like some type of disease. I thought maybe some type of fungus or some type of plant disease. But I did some research, watched some videos, and have realized that this damage, this little peppered hole damage here, you can see a bunch of aphids on this guy also. So that is an aphid. But yeah, so those are from flea beetles. The type of flea beetle that likes tomato plants, they also like eggplants. And if you watch my last garden tour video from August, I had an eggplant right here, and it had a ton of little black bugs on it. Those guys were flea beetles, and they were introduced into my garden when I planted that eggplant. They overwintered in my soil, and now they are attacking my tomatoes. So tonight I'll be coming out after the pollinators go in for the day and sprinkle some DE on my tomatoes. DE and insect powder is not, doesn't discriminate. It will kill whatever bug lands on it, beneficial or not. I don't want to kill my bees and butterflies and unfortunately diatomaceous earth, which is essentially just crushed seashells. It's very like microscopically jagged, like very sharp, and it pierces the shell and dehydrates the insect over time. It also does kill my worms in my soil, which sucks, but I gotta get these flea beetles under control. So hopefully that'll help, and hopefully I can do it in the evening to avoid killing any of my beneficial insects. So we have more celosia here, the golden sage. You can see my sunflowers are coming up. Planted some lima beans. It's a lima bean bush right here, and then right here. This right here is another sunflower that's just being decimated by insects. So I have to put something on that. Another celosia plant. This is a poblano, I believe. Yeah. Another poblano. You can see the difference in the nitrogen in the soil. This one definitely needs some nitrogen. Look at that basil. Definitely hit them with the fish emulsion when I'm done this video. And then the Berkeley tie-dye pink. Yeah, you can just see this flea beetle damage. Looks terrible. But hopefully the plants will recover. And then, so at the nursery also, we got a striped German tomato, which is the one that's also back in the corner there. And then we got a mortgage lifter. Last year I grew a mortgage lifter and it didn't seem like it was true to what was advertised on the seed pack. I got the seeds from the Fairy Morse heirloom seed collection, and almost all the tomatoes look the same. So I want to try a real mortgage lifter this year. Every video that I watch, people keep saying that they taste terrible. So I'm hoping they taste all right. So we have another Black Beauty here, and then we have a green bell pepper. We have the sun gold here getting ready to, it's already got some flowers on it. And then a Cherokee purple, blue cream berry. I saw these guys coming up the other day, and I completely forgot that I put snap peas in here, sugar snap peas. Never planted those before, don't know very much about them. I'm pretty sure they don't like heat, so I don't know, I was just going to leave a couple in there and see what they do, see how they handle the heat. You can see more flea beetle damage, so, and even more over here. This is just terrible. These flea beetles are destroying everything in the garden. This is a spoon tomato, black cherry tomato, another celosia here, another blue cream berry, another poblano. So this is another cherry tomato that we got at the nursery the other day. It's an indigo sun. It's like a yellow tomato with black shoulders. It has anthocyanin in it. Like, it kind of looks like the blue cream berry. So can't wait to try that. We got another cherry tomato called Braveheart from the nursery. I've never heard of that before. So it's just a regular red cherry. I realized that we didn't have any just regular red cherry tomatoes. We have a bunch of weird crap. So I wanted to have at least one red one in here. We have a black strawberry, the new Baker Creek seed this year, another one of those, another black cherry. We have a jalapeno here. We have brandywine, more Kajari melon seeds. Yeah, these guys are just all coming up at one time. The soil is really, really warm. So these guys are just very, very happy. Plenty of Kajari melons this year for sure. And then my sugar baby watermelons, as you can see, they are suffering from some pest pressure also. That's why I have so many planted. Yeah, I'll probably leave two watermelon plants there. Cherokee purple, another poblano. We have Paul Robeson, more sugar baby watermelons, more Kajari melons. I just can't believe how many. I seriously did not believe these guys were gonna come up. Well, I feel like I wasted a lot of seeds. I'm gonna have to pull some of these up. So we have a black crim right there, another Sugar Rush peach pepper, 4th of July tomato, Berkeley tie-dye pink, another Paul Robeson, another brandywine, another 4th of July tomato. I see some yellowing in the leaves, so I'm gonna hit all these guys with the fish emulsion after I'm done this video. But I'm already at 24 minutes, so I'll do a quick little herb section back here. The chamomile's looking great. Lavender's doing good. Another sunflower the bugs are destroying. I really hope I get some sunflowers this year. My strawberry blonde calendula. This is the patchouli that has been in the full sun. I think I'm gonna have to move this guy somewhere else. Yeah, he is You can see he's just getting fried out here, and he's barely gotten any bigger since I brought him home from the nursery. Rosemary plant looks great. Got a nice sunflower right there. Another nice sunflower. Another celosia plant. And that's the garden so far. Oh, and another red habanero here in this little whiskey barrel. Fake whiskey barrel. So, everything has gotten so much bigger from the last time I did a video. I think that's so amazing how quick plants can grow. I'll do another update in about a week, and we'll see how much bigger these guys get and if I can get these flea beetles under control.